Played Michigan State in the championship game in Vegas. Guess who was guarding Kerwin Roach?
Mr. McQuaid.
Mr. McQuaid.
Take a look at tonight's starting lineups brought to you by Geico. For Louisville, a change. Jordan Nwora, who's come off the bench to lead this team in scoring, gets the start. And the first three is down for Stephen Enoch. His third three of the year. And Louisville has the lead as we look at the starting lineup brought to you by Geico for Michigan State. Early turnover for the Spartans, right back to Michigan State and Goins.
Stephen Enoch looks like a pro. Shot it like a pro there. Transfer from UConn. Didn't really play a whole lot for the Huskies, but he's gotten second life here.
You know, we talked to Tom Izzo at shoot-around today, and he said, look, some of the shots are a little erratic for Louisville. This one won't be. Sutton the flush, 5-0. There's a reason they don't lose here in November. Wild. Free throw number 2.
There you go.
That was the ball.
It's always something.
Player don't lie. High screen from Enoch and a one-handed push for Kristen Cunningham, who had a season-high 16 last time out. This is where Michigan State will really hurt you.
That's the craziest thing I've ever heard. He was at Louisville, then he went to Georgetown, then he went to SMU, and now he's back at Louisville.
After graduating from Georgetown, taking grad classes at SMU, and pursuing his MBA here in Louisville.
I called my son, I said, they're getting 6 years, go play.
Andrew's fine coaching. Dwayne Sutton warded off by Winston and taken away. Arns 1-on-2. Had it blocked away by Sutton.
And blocks it with his chest. The rare block with the chest.
Cunningham caught a piece at first, then the finish. As they'll let Ward go one-on-one. And he can't get his own rebound.
That was really good defense. You take away the right shoulder of Ward, and you've really eliminated him. Akoy did that.
Louisville 3-2. Game at Seton Hall coming up after this ACC Big Ten Challenge. Catch and shoot opportunity for Cunningham, and a whistle.
Plays like that Kappa Sig guy right there. He got angry in the middle of the game against Marquette.
Was he wearing a hat indoors? Like a winter hat?
It's cold out. What kids do they do it, Jason?
Well, thanks for telling me.
That's how us kids do it.
You're so in touch with the younger generation. Oh, a little extension of the arm from Winston.
That's a charge. That's a travel.
That's an offensive foul.
I like the travel before the offensive foul.
He pushed him out of the way, Dan.
Then he traveled. Let's go with the travel. Let your good players play. Let's just go with the travel.
Nwora. Yeah. But you got to have a little crazy, don't you? I agree with you.
That's why I say crazy first. Like, really, Michigan State doesn't have that. They just have solid, really good players that fit each piece, each place on the court, like this right here with a 3.
Langford the miss. Rebound snatched down by Perry in Louisville. And a whistle as
And if you're preaching defensive transition, you have to run to create it in practice, and you're exactly right.
Chris Mack told us earlier, I do not want to use my first timeout or the first TV timeout to remind my guys to hustle. And that's not going to happen here. That's a foul. That's the most upbeat thing I've heard from you all day. It's joyful. It's Walton-esque.
It's going up.
Nwora, a little flat, and a one-handed rebound for Xavier Tillman and Michigan State. So now Winston without Langford. Goins high-low to Tillman. And the 3 goes down for Arns.
Boy, that was nice basketball. Middle of the floor, Goins high, Tillman on the block. Didn't force it. Not a great pass, but Arns caught it with his toes, knocked it in.
Missed the whole year last year, redshirted, now a junior, Arns. Nwora's always looking for that shot.
He is. He's old school. He's up to, I got to get 22 shots up a game Feel good about myself.
How about Perry right in Winston's pocket, and a foul called.
Started making everything and they won going away.
I don't know if there's a better Tom Izzo than frustrated Tom Izzo. Face gets red.
Nobody gets Fran McCaffrey red, but Tom Izzo gets implode red.
Cardinal red. Bunch of free throws so far in this game. Sutton got into the body. Goins off the deflection. And they will push. Louisville gets back well. Langford out with the 2 fouls. McQuaid out with an injury that he suffered in the Texas game. He is not on the trip. And Wara the rebound.
Well, that's a nice drive by Henry, freshman kid out of Indianapolis. Really going to be a good player, going to be a pro. Just missed it.
Where will the points come from for Louisville?
You know, they're going to come from Wara. He's going to try right here. Williams.
He's a sophomore. Malik Williams, tough shot.
That's bad business right there. You can see when Williams got it, he was not giving up, and he needs to.
Well, he's one of 8 kids in the family. You got to take what you get. Winston giving up some height against Wara. Arns into the post, deflected away, and 10 to shoot. Winston, close range miss. Field goals sparse.
This is where points should come right here. Darius Perry, 11 points a game. He's built to score. Had a bad game against Marquette.
Right there it is.
Yeah, you could just tell. You know, they kind of forgot about him. He is a guy that is built to get buckets.
What you could see as he was coming up the court, that last possession, he was done with that.
Yeah, he had had enough of watching Malik Williams play offense.
Here's Henry and a trap.
Tom Izzo basketball, it is not complicated, but it is very difficult to defend because the post guys post to score. They don't post to pass. They don't post to hang out. If you're a post guy, post up. Get 2 feet in the lane and post to score. Bury your man.
So how was the help from Wara on that?
He was very lazy.
Yeah.
It was very bad help, and they took advantage of a guy not giving total effort.
There's effort.
Yeah.
Williams, I'm scared I'm thinking like you. That's a problem for me. McMahon for 3. Ryan McMahon cans it for Louisville. Indiana next from Cameron Indoor. You can also watch it live on the app.
Indiana's going to play Duke really well.
You think so?
Yeah, I do. Indiana's got 2 terrific guards. They're both freshmen. It's going to be tough. But I look for Devontae Green, if he's healthy, to have a big impact. He's a guard. He's Danny Green's brother. He's a big-time scorer when he gets it going.
12 top 25 teams in the ACC Big Ten Challenge as Winston sinks a 3 for Michigan State.
He's not good. He's great. You're talking about a kid that just lets the game come. What do you need, Coach? Throw it ahead, he throws it ahead. Throw it to the post, he throws it to the post. Create, penetrate, find the next, he does. Shoot it in, he does.
Smart kid, too.
Brilliant kid.
Hard drive.
He is a freshman for UNC Asheville. He's one of those guys that just goes. And that's why I think Louisville's going to have a terrific year. I think they're a big surprise, picked 11th in the ACC. I don't buy it. Chris Mack, too good a coach, too many athletes, too old a team, and they're tough.
They're just going to get better. Looks like right down the middle of the floor, fan it out to the baseline, and off you go. So Michigan State trailing by 3 off 5 from Winston. Langford back in, and a miss. He's got 2 fouls, so playing on thin ice here. You worn out? It's a long walk. We'll have 94 feet, I'm sure, later during Indiana Duke. McMahon, his second 3 and a 6-point lead.
How about McMahon? He doesn't start for the first time, doesn't sulk, comes out, drills 2 shots. That's a Dickie V recruit right there. Dickie V told Pitino he needs to recruit McMahon. He's from Sarasota. Kid's delivering in a big way. Not sulking. Do not sulk.
8th 3 of the year for McMahon in 5.5 games. Down low, Ward, his first real good look, and he missed it.
He just went big kid in 8th grade right there. just backed everybody down and went and tried to get a bucket.
Now they're really in McMahon's pocket, and he
out and contributing. That is what you do if you're a player.
As a high school senior, he shot 51% from three-point range.
It's pretty good.
Don't care who you're playing. That's not easy to do.
A lot of guys can't do that in the locked gym with nobody in there.
Tough post feed. Ward, close up. They'll play Maryland, 7:30 Eastern, then North Carolina, and number 7 Michigan at Chrysler Center in Ann Arbor. Another fun night of hoops. ESPN and the ESPN app. How good's Virginia?
I think Virginia is good, but I think the talent disparity between the top 3 teams, Gonzaga, Duke, and Kansas, is be interesting to see if Michigan basketball gives up more points than Michigan football.
You're not making any friends in Ann Arbor, but I'm 10 Coach of the Year you're talking about, Pat Fitzgerald now.
Playing arguably in the easiest side in the Power 5.
It's still very good. 18-11, Louisville with the lead, largest 25. Lead for the... Are you still saying something?
Boy, they are trying high-low, and they are trying it.
Langford, way short, might have forced that one.
Now you got hit in the arms.
And a coach here. You'd imagine he's in the mix. Jeff Brom.
Well, Jeff Brom is the guy. I mean, Jeff Brom of Purdue is the guy they want. I mean, he's a legend here. His family's in. And it came in at a time when people were cheering. I turned my head. I thought, wow, all right, we got a scoop.
So that's where you get your scoops from. 20-11 Louisville. Largest lead for the Cardinals.
You bang them, you fight them, you hold them, you do whatever you got to do.
Akoy is going to spend most of his birthday eve on the bench, it looks like. He turns 24 tomorrow. What do you need offensively for the Spartans here?
Well, they got to get Langford going. He's got to be the guy, Langford or Winston. They have tried to go in the post, hasn't worked.
Winston the lob, smacked away, and a foul against Michigan State.
Sidelines, basically. When you're on the side, you close and contest. But in the lane, you do what Williams did, and it was fantastic, and they got the turnover.
Isn't there a little bit of Gorgie Jang in there, just in terms of the length they had with him? Not the same type of shot blocker, but the dissuading as that 3 goes down for Winston. He's got 8 of the 14.
Yeah, everybody coming in is long, and I'm including Sutton in that. Williams is long. Akoy is long. Sutton is long.
You remember when they had Gorgie Jang, though? Nobody wanted to go to the hoop.
And he influenced people.
Sutton pulls the trigger with grand confidence.
Izzo is internally combustible right now because nobody is contesting shots.
Foul.
You jab at him, you step jab at him, and you make him off balance, and then Sutton misses. And I also want him to put his head and shake it going, yes, you're right, coach.
Instead of being defensive.
Well, Izzo has a thing where he doesn't mind that, and I dig that. Now watch here. See the hand came out? No shot. Hand came out right there. No shot. Hand came up. No shot.
How Tom Izzo described it as having their hands behind their head as they challenge shot.
You can always back up. If all you got to do is get your rear end down, bend your knees, keep your weight even, and extend your hand, and you can take away a quick jump shooter.
Catch and shoot, Winston. No, sir.
Came off his hand dead right. Came off his pinky and his ring finger.
That glare can break a window right now from Tom Izzo.
I don't blame him. His team is not playing right now.
Wara got it for 2.
All right there. Little big-to-big switch. Nick Ward switched to Wara. His hands were down. Wara went up to shoot. Captain. Langford's giving it back, but I love it.
Well, guys, I heard what Tom Izzo was saying to Joshua Langford. Langford was clapping, telling his team, we're okay, we're good. Izzo said, I ain't good. Stop telling him we're good. We're frustrated. He also got on Langford saying, you're not leading our team with your energy, so I don't want to hear from you.
See that's self-confidence from the coach there, right, Dan?
That's exactly how you can do it. I mean, and that's what happened in the Texas game, and Langford turned out to be right.
But that defensive possession doesn't make anybody smile and green.
That was as bad a defensive possession as they have had this entire game, if not the worst. And good for Louisville, just taking it and going.
Gabe Brown, the jump shot. Very needed for Michigan State, now trailing by 9.
Wow. Gabe Brown, 1 for 3 all year on threes, just lifts up in this, and this is a great environment. Great, not good, great, fantastic. And he just lifted up.
Wara does too. And the rebound for Michigan State. They have never lost a November game in this building. Louisville 36-0 all time.
Ben Davis, home of Morton Anderson, who just got his NFL scoring record broke by Adam Vinatieri, also the home of Indiana great Randy Whitman.
I thought you were going to say Morton Anderson just got his second bar on his face mask. We're still waiting for that.
Those were cool in the day. See, look at Langford on the bench. This is what I think is great. You can see Langford, number one, standing up on the bench. He listened to the coach. He didn't want to hear it, but he listened.
Williams ducks in and put it on the rim for 2.
Hey, they put Nick Ward in a ball screen. And again, good for Louisville. There we go. That's nothing. Because Louisville didn't settle for a jump shot. Williams just went right by Ward. Look at Williams. Williams is playing great. He is battling Ward. And he's offensively playing well. Look at this.
Why not? Off in the celebration. They love him here.
This is a great environment. This is absolutely fantastic tonight.
Tillman. No. Oh, Williams deterred the shot, but it still went down.
Yeah, pretty good by Goins. Goins was off balance, and he found Henry, and Henry just took his time and went and laid it in. If I'm Tom Izzo, I can't stand my team's energy in this game. We're getting driven, we're fouling.
Now Langford responds after the talking to on the sideline. Louisville busy at the free throw line, 9 for 13 tonight. Those are two guys you want something from, Winston and Langford. Winston's got it tonight, Langford only 2.
Look at how into everybody. They're switching, they're into the guy.
Winston. And a
right now.
It's true. That's 11 for Winston. He's got 11 of the 24 for Michigan State.
Well, you look out here, who's going to score? It's got to be Winston. It's got to be Langford. And I'll give Louisville credit, man. Darius Perry has really taken it on and defended. Not good, great.
Again, they're without Matt McQuaid, and Tom Izzo told us earlier, he said, I don't know what I'm going to lose as McMahon curls.
Oh, I was going to just say, so behave. That one went in.
Is that an Austin Powers?
It was.
It's about 25 years ago.
Live his life. I mean, to me, Coach Knight, not bothering anybody. The story's been told. It's apparently Robert Abbott did a great job with it. I haven't seen it. My wife told me we're going to watch it Thursday.
Oh, Kyle Arns to the rim.
Well, there's a little energy. This is almost the exact game of Texas. Almost, except they didn't get down 16 yet. You feel like they're getting blown out, but it's only an 8-point game.
Yeah, I was going to say, they make a run here. Could be tied at the half. Quan 4, a lot of dribbling to shoot. Not a great possession for Louisville.
Hustle.
Tillman down to the deck. Langford didn't travel. Tillman finishes.
I'll live my whole life and not understand how that's not a travel. People going to tell me that's a Euro step. LeBron James that calls some nonsense crab dribble. I have no idea how that's not a travel. Woo, I think Coach Izzo is, if he doesn't implode, I think there'll be some stuff thrown. I think there'll be some swear words.
But they're on a 6-0 run, Dan.
And a lot of it depends on how the rest of this half goes.
4. That's his name. We're not golfing.
Short.
Well short. Offensive rebound for Henry in the reload. Ward showed the screen. Winston doesn't use it. 8 to shoot. Winston against 4.
Man, it's 4 guard.
Winston gets it up anyway and missed it.
You know, again, this is just like the Texas game. Shaka Smart said the same thing to his team during a run. He said, hey, look, you guys are falling in love with that other end, meaning offense, and this is the end that's going to win it for us.
Cunningham turned the corner right there.
I love that kid. I think Cunningham is going to be a terrific player. He, as a junior, was 10th in the country in assists, scored 11 points a game. Nice fake.
Out of the state of Kentucky as Ward scores for 2. Cunningham played for Ellis Miles on the AAU circuit, former Cardinal great.
Cunningham is the perfect guy to come in here at this time. He's not going to try to do too much. He's going to get others involved, but when asked, he can. He's averaged 7.5. Here he goes again.
Wara lost the ball. Fight for it over here. And taken away by Tillman.
Nope.
Arns flied in. Couldn't find it. A little early on that shot.
Yeah, I think Winston's trying to press a little bit too much. Tom Izzo's telling him we don't need that either.
Fine line though, right?
There is, because he's a guy averaging 18. He makes good decisions. You're not mad at him for shooting.
Williams. Might be mad at him.
Yeah, you know, Chris Mack has the same disgusted look, except his hands go to his hips.
They don't cross.
They don't cross.
He's offsides. Izzo's delay a game.
I think you want to get it inside here if you can. You got to look at Ward, I think.
Working hard.
Yeah.
Tough catch.
Yeah.
And he scores. That was beautiful.
Yeah, Izzo got on Ward 2 possessions ago, and Ward handled it really well. And you see he's clapping now, really excited. Get it back, you go back there again. End the half. 4-point game. Can't believe it.
Wara. Tough shot. Down to the deck.
Red out to get the ball. He didn't feel contact. He initiated it, which gave actually, it made it so much easier for a post feed. It made it so much easier for him to go to his strong suit, which is the right hand. Initiating contact is huge in the post. I'll go right back to the horn set. One guy will pop high, one guy will go low. I assume it's going to be Ward popping low. There it is.
There he goes.
Got to give it in.
Wanted to go high-low. Williams fighting him hard. 5 to shoot. Going to have to be Winston.
And I know that you can. I know that it's a good rule. Protect the player, all that. But I really like that non-call.
Cunningham, the fade. Yep.
And drive the basketball after swinging the basketball if you're Louisville. And put Ward in ball screens. There he is.
There it is.
There it is.
Enoch sat out most of that first half. He hit a 3 early, then got 2 fouls. Perry in the crosshairs for 3. And out of bounds.
They lose the ability to stretch the floor. He can shoot the basketball, NBA body. But I thought they got good inside play. I thought Williams was tough, really.
Transition, stressing that. I know that Michigan State had 0 points in transition, but he doesn't believe the stats tell the story there because they found some opportunities off of fouls. I asked him who's going to set the tone on defense. He said, we'll see. They don't have that one star. He's going to look to all of his players on that.
Molly, remember what he told us before the game? Chris Mack said, look, we did so much team stuff coming.
Well, there's absolutely no doubt about any of that. And one of the things, I was talking to Kenny Klein, who's a longtime SID, and he said, you know, summertime was great for this team, and Coach broke everything down. First thing he did, first day, pivoting. Just trying to teach fundamentals, trying to get guys into his way.
There's Langford for 2.
And Jason, you remember we talked to Chris Mack. He said it was hard to figure out the little things like where do I sit on the bus? Does the coach sit in the front or the back? And when we watch shoot around, you could tell there's still a lot of teaching going on with Louisville.
And coach him tough, really tough. And you'll be all right.
Yeah, but you've got the lackadaisical transfer rule where it's so easy to leave a program, especially for a grad year. How do you still coach guys tough right now?
I don't think you can worry about it. I think as long as you're fair. Like Thursday night, they're going to have this thing on Coach Knight. It's going to make him look like a crazy person, all that kind of stuff. But as a guy that played for him, you know, I always appreciated it. He was fair. If I played hard and played well, I played him. I didn't, I didn't. And that went for everybody.
Ward
Nice.
down low for 2.
Ward got low, which isn't normally said. Ward is an upright guy. But he took a move to his right shoulder, got lower than Enoch, went around him. And because he got low, he was able to cover some space and lay it in on the other side.
Why does that matter so much?
It matters because you're going to get bumped, you're going to get banged, and you can play through things if you're low. If you're upright, you get knocked off balance.
As Perry was there, and he got it on the wraparound pass to Sutton.
I'd go to Sutton if I was Chris Mack. I think Sutton has a great look about it. There's Ward again.
He wants it and missed it strong.
Well, he missed it strong because he's playing hard. You know, you just don't want a big guy not to get it over the front of the rim. He got it over the front of the rim.
So you're good with that possession?
Yeah, I'm great with that possession. I love the energy. Now it's going to be whether or not Ward can play through a miss.
Wara had it blocked.
Look about him tonight.
He's one of those kids that transferred up. He was at UNC Asheville. You mentioned it in the Big South Conference in the lovely mountain town in western North Carolina. And he's got 13 tonight of the 43 for Louisville. Williams willing to shoot his first from deep this year.
It's amazing when guys play hard, shots go in.
Oh, Tillman wasn't ready on the big-to-big pass. Double came, he scores.
He wasn't ready, but he did a great job of holding on to the ball to get ready and get on balance and make a move.
Seen that a lot over the years from Michigan State, big-to-big stuff.
Yeah, and the big gets off balance, you just hold on to the ball. You've got the advantage when you're on the block. If they throw it here, Williams will have the advantage. Langford hasn't been there today, and Izzo said it to Molly. You know, he's played great, not good, great all year long. He's just struggled today.
Tom Izzo referenced it at shoot-around this morning about his offensive game, that sometimes they'll get impatient, but it has shown sometimes defensively. Malik Williams is a dude tonight.
Yeah, he is, both ends. Tough as you know what on the defensive end.
They turn to Henry, the freshman from Indy. Four has been in the pocket of Cassius Winston. They lost Arns, and he missed the jumper. This week, we appreciate everything you can do at v.org/donate.
100% goes to cancer research. Everything you give, it's awesome.
It's touched our ESPN family. It's touched so many families out there, people watching the game.
My mom whipped breast cancer.
Michigan State 9 to shoot, and Tillman down the lane for two.
Well, that was pretty good by Tillman. He took the ball in a tight spot, and instead of settling or maybe backing it out, he just went straight to the rim.
If you want to hear about dedication, he moved to East Lansing the day after he graduated from Grand Rapids Christian in high school. Takeaway for Michigan State. They love to push it. One of the top 10 transition teams in the country. And
personally, I think is the only way to talk sometimes to players, but there he is.
Downstairs, Tillman's playing hard. He's got two more, 6.5.
That is a problem with the scouting report. That's a little inside screen for a big that Tom Izzo has been running since the 80s. Judd was running, true story, Judd was running that. Same exact inbounds. All you do is switch it defensively. They missed it.
So you're saying it's on the tape?
It is, yes.
That faded for Williams. And the rebound for the Spartans. Winston scanning, eyes up.
Izzo wants the ball inside here. High-low. That same cross screen. They got the ball where they wanted it.
And now Winston pops out. Rebound Goins. Henry didn't want to shoot. Now he does. A little disjointed.
Yeah, he just popped that. That ball had no spin whatsoever.
Oh,
bad
Sutton.
Shot. That's a bad shot.
Which leads to this.
Yeah, and that's exactly right. And this guy's a genius right here in transition.
Arns. The breakdown on defense from the bad shot on the other end.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. Cassius Winston's going to take it as deep as you want, and there's always a shooter in the corner.
Suddenly, this is a three-point game.
Boy, where's V.J. King?
Haven't seen him at all. Hit ahead Winston. I see.
Yeah, Williams was behind the play. Unless there was something we didn't see, but I saw what they saw. That's not a foul. That's just playing basketball.
Five in the all-time series. 3 regional finals have pitted Michigan State and Louisville.
Great defense.
Goins the find to the corner. The freshman Henry with the miss.
Man, Louisville got on top of everybody.
Got to look out for McMahon. He shot the lights out in the first half.
B.J. King or Wara here.
Sparse playing time today for King. McMahon off the bounce.
Fading away in the middle of the lane, and good for him. You just let it go.
Quan 4, 4-2.
Tom Izzo just put Langford in.
And he lost the ball on the way.
It is really hard to go from not ready to ready. It just is. People think they can turn the switch, and next thing you know, you're going to play. Well, it doesn't happen that way in basketball. Not in a game of this high caliber and this intensity.
This is a kid who does not have very many bad days either. Langford was the state player of the year in his classification as an 8th grader. 5-time 3A player of the year in Alabama. And it has been...
He's a first-team All-American right now.
At 29 last time out, they get the foul.
Only played 4 minutes. These two guys have been really good, really tough.
Akoy on the Gabe Kaplan plan. He started at Louisville. They welcomed him back this year for one more season. Crowd wanted to travel. Instead, they get a swat from Akoy.
Yeah, really good. Akoy just stayed down.
Wara swat.
Did you say Gabe Kapler? Welcome back, Carter?
Gabe Kaplan, yeah.
First I thought you said Gabe Kapler, the manager.
That is a different program. 53-45. Louisville trying to stave off Michigan State.
Man, 4 is guarding. I mean, hard.
Arns, no sir. Goins the reload.
And 4 was right there to take away the step-up 3.
Winston the drop off. And high school football player as well. 1 for 2. Louisville back-to-back losses, Tennessee and Marquette. McMahon to the rim. That did not look great. Winston figures, why not? Offensive rebound.
That saved 2 points.
Langford bumping. Langford leans in, and it crawls off the rim. Rebound, McMahon.
Just can't get it to go.
Oh, McMahon. Wide.
Sutton is one of them.
So he started the last 3 games last year for David Padgett. Now Chris Mack has him in the starting lineup, and very active night tonight. King, who didn't start, can't score.
Well, how many shots have been missed in the lane by these two teams over the last 5 minutes? I don't think anybody's tired. I just think they're missing.
Arns stuffs it again. Suddenly a 5-point game, Dan.
That was a great play. Busting it down the floor by Winston. Arns ran with him, didn't stay wide, cut to the rim, found him.
You can hear the nervous energy in this crowd right now.
I go get fouled here. Don't fade away.
Big arm into the body from Enoch, and he missed it. Michigan State loves to push. Winston, follow is there. Tillman for 2. It's a 3-point game.
Now you can really hear the trepidation.
It's like they can't decide whether
to get in that position. I'm telling you, run the floor as a big guy. You can average double figures just doing that.
You talked about Winston in the same class as a guy like Mateen Cleaves. Tom Izzo has mentioned that name.
Well, Cassius Winston's a guy that got into Harvard. He's a brilliant kid. Handled all the stuff last year better than anybody else in the entire university, in my opinion.
Ward lost control.
You know why he wears a headband?
Why is that?
Because Baron Davis was his favorite player.
Real good one from UCLA, Baron Davis. The lob, Ward the fifth.
Green have to play great for Indiana at the point guard position.
They got a shot?
I do think they do. I think they'll lose it late, but I think they're going to play them a lot tougher than a lot of people are going to give them credit. I'd be shocked if that's anything but a close game.
If it's anything like Gonzaga-Duke, it would be one of the best college basketball games of the year very early on. Cunningham hadn't scored in the second half. Now he has.
Every time he shoots it, you think it's going in. A little dribble exchange. He gets in the lane, lifted up. This is a kid that averaged 11, 12 points a game.
Boy, it looks so easy, doesn't it?
Yeah, really easy.
Winston gave it up. Langford, barricade.
Or you can fall where your shoulders go backwards, Jason.
Why does it matter?
Because if your shoulders go backwards, you're going to shoot the ball short. If your shoulders stay square, you got a better chance to shoot it legit. Short again.
And he knew it right when he released it.
He did. That ball again, it popped out of his hand. It wasn't shot, it was popped.
Tough night for Langford. Drive and kick. Wara. Big shot, Louisville.
Hey, how about Cunningham setting that up, getting in the lane?
Wara denied the pass out high to Tillman. Tip called an offense.
Virginia Tech, who has played fantastic, beat Purdue.
Yeah, number 13 in the country.
That's not bad.
Coming in.
Big Ten's good. Really good.
Very good league. Michigan State, Michigan, both top 10 teams. We'll see Michigan, North Carolina tomorrow night. And remember, Indiana Duke coming up right after we're done here. Dan Schulman, Jake Filas, and Allison Williams will have the call. Cunningham gave it away. Williams the miss. Can Michigan State finally get itself a fast break point?
Well, no, they can't, because I'll tell you what, Louisville is running. I mean, sprinting back.
Arns hits a three. It's a three-point game.
How about that? Arns probably wouldn't have played, but maybe, what, 5-10 minutes? Had McQuaid been here, and he is playing fantastic. Ran right off two guys, two screens onto the baseline. No need to double. You got to make him beat you. Can't do it.
Battle for the rebound. Won by Michigan State and Tillman.
I got a feeling Langford's going to get a bucket here if he can get a decent look.
Winston got caught in the air. Got it back. Nice recovery, but a rebound.
Well, it was either going to be him or Izzo.
Winston with 10 against Wara. Winston, step back. He got it.
Man, he cleared space. Wara did a good job of moving his feet. He cleared space. Might have been a push-off. Went back 5 feet, drilled it. Kept his elbow under the basketball.
Former Mr. Basketball in the state of Michigan. Spartans have 11 of the last 20 of those. He's one of them. McMahon.
Are you not smart enough, or do you?
They've never lost a November game at the Yum Center. Louisville by 4. Tillman measuring.
No chance.
Akoy had it pried free and had enough of the ball to get it away.
There was no way Tillman was scoring over Akoy, and great defense by Louisville, staying with shooters, not doubling up on Tillman. Sutton or Akoy.
4 had it.
Nope.
Wasn't there.
No, but they were looking.
Sutton's had a big night. Sutton off the spin. Had it pinned and taken away by Goins.
Well, I got to look for Langford here. There he is.
Catch and shoot. Langford got the roll.
Just looking at him, you knew the next shot he was going to get, he was going to make. He had settled himself down.
You said it 3 possessions ago.
You can tell. You can just tell by the look.
Michigan State winners of 5 straight since the opening loss to Kansas.
What a great play by Winston right there.
He got in McMahon's kitchen, didn't he?
From the corner, he read it.
Cunningham pulls the trigger. Drew iron. Gao goes to the line. He's 2 for 4. And he missed. Foster Lawyer, the freshman, is playing point guard with Winston fouled out. Oh, Langford!
Just a Tom Izzo staple. Take the ball away from your shooter, quick pin down and curl, and I'll give Foster Lawyer some credit, man. He found the shooter on time and in rhythm.
First lead since 13:52 in the first half for Michigan State. Wara blocked by Tillman. Now one of the best transition teams in the country taps the brakes.
They're dying to throw it inside. Cunningham against Tillman.
Lawyer didn't find him. Barnes tried to. Double comes. Extra feed. Lawyer. One more.
I didn't think he made a bad decision. Just a bad pass.
Winston fouled out. Lawyer taking over the point guard role. Matt McQuaid didn't make the trip. He is injured, as Molly reported earlier. McMahon. Oh, my goodness!
That's 4 for him, right?
4th 3 of the game.
First game he didn't start. Came right out, played hard.
Langford, 4-2. Oh, he's found it now, huh?
All-Americans. All-Americans doing all-American things. And the Dickie V recruit on the other end, they're going nuts with Lawyer. They want him up into McMahon. Right here, you'll see him. He's going to have a hand up.
Yeah, visiting hours have been over too many times against McMahon tonight. Tip ball saved by Goins.
And a great play by Lawyer to make himself available as Goins was falling out of bounds.
Timeout called by Michigan.
There's a lot of traffic. I cannot let Langford beat me out for a shot. Here comes a flare right here.
Langford's up top.
There's a flare, and he comes back. There he is.
Williams was there, and a foul getting emphasis on illegal screens this year.
That could have been an illegal screen.
Lawyer against 4 for 2.
Wow!
Beautiful.
Dane Fife told me before the game how tough Lawyer is, and you just saw it right there.
Director of scouting for the Clippers. And you see Cassius Winston. He's been trying to pump him up since he fouled out.
Man. All right, where you go here? I like getting Cunningham the ball. Let him get to the middle.
Off the Gao screen. McMahon on the drive. Got fouled again. And the ESPN app with Scott Van Pelt gets rave reviews from the locals in Louisville.
All right, try to watch, if you can, watch Langford here. Here's the pin down.
Langford on the opposite side.
They took it away from him.
Ward goes 1 for 2. Rebound pinball. Louisville, meantime, 36-0 in November in this building at the Yum Center. Under a minute to go.
Here comes Wara.
Cunningham fadeaway. No rebound for Goins.
Boy, I thought they had Wara if Cunningham wanted to kick it, standing right out there left side for a 3. Post or Langford?
Goins, no points, 15 boards. Baseline on the left side of your screen. Michigan State has led for just over 3 minutes of this game, and a career from the free throw line. 1 and 1. He missed the front end. Sutton the rebound. Where you going here?
I'm finding Wara, or I'm getting in the lane from this guy right here, Cunningham, but I'm not going yet.
Williams the screen. Williams.
That's why I wasn't going yet.
Now Langford sneaks out. Langford double teamed, threw it away, and for the Louisville lead. He didn't get the roll. Goins got hit in the eye.
Oh,
my! He missed the front end. Wara the rebound.
Go to the rim. Just go to the rim. Ball screen, no ball screen. Go to the rim. They're going to call foul if you go to the rim.
McMahon at the buzzer. No, we're going.
Night, Jason.
Yep.
I mean, I'm telling you, this has been unbelievable. Louisville, great. Michigan State, great. Guys that fouled out. You got Foster Lawyer in.
Arns, the miss. Rebound for Wara.
This is a statistic that I did not make up, but I don't know where I got it. 75% of the time, the team that scores first in overtime wins.
Well, Louisville's had enough
Layup.
overtime recently. Cunningham, the rim run for two.
Inexcusable. A little high up screen. And all you got to do is help off the screener. Didn't recognize it. Cunningham layup.
Two outstanding games. This one and Indiana Duke to follow. They changed one of his fouls, so he's only got 3. Boy, McMahon has had a lot of gumption in this game. Tipped away, though. Lawyer, the freshman. Bounce feed for Arns. What a finish.
Hey, Arns sprinted. I mean, Usain Bolt-like. He went flying, and give Lawyer great credit, man. He found him on the run, on the money.
Michigan State has been better in transition with Lawyer at the point than anybody else tonight. You agree?
Weird, yes.
Cunningham nearly traveled.
You got to be careful.
And McMahon threw a...
What a great week of hoops.
Ooh. Missed it strong.
Yeah, that shot out of his hand. I got to go to Langford here.
There he is, Joshua Langford. Junior guard with his running mates fouled out. Langford sinks it for the lead.
Man, he got the matchup he wanted because Malik Williams is not a great defensive player out on the floor, and Langford stepped back and lost him 10 feet.
The co-captain for Michigan. They've beaten everybody.
I'm going to Langford again.
You got a guy who 42 of his 54 makes last year with threes, driving to the bucket. McMahon at points tonight.
Here's a pin down.
Boy, 4 is right with Langford. And they're going to
give some credit to the defense.
Michigan State leads again. The sensation of March is in the air here in Louisville. Where do you go for points?
You got to see Wara get a shot somewhere. Aarons has done a nice job.
Catch and shoot.
No, I didn't. I'm telling you, that was too far out. He was about 2 steps beyond where he was comfortable.
So now the freshman out of Clarkston, Michigan, Foster Lawyer. 12th all-time in the state in scoring. The navigator for Michigan State.
Oh, is that
Tillman missed it on the welcome mat.
There was that pin down, but Tillman slipped it. Bothered a little bit at the rim. I got to get Wara a shot.
There he is. He's got his shot. And 3.
Got to.
Hey, Dan, Jay, and Allison, you've got a lot to live up to in Duke, Indiana next. Langford, one leg.
Bad shot, good defense. Langford read it, popped back, got lazy. I'm going to Wara again. He has to at least get a look here.
McMahon the screen. Cunningham bumped
some of that. Played for a great high school coach, Dan Fine. You don't need a 3. You don't need to get excited. The ball going to Ward isn't a bad thing here. And looking for Aarons for a jump shot out of inside out.
Pressure comes on Tillman. He lost the ball to double.
3 bigs in there right now. Not very comfortable. Goins off balance. Threw it to Tillman. Off balance. Lost it.
1 minute left.
Let's pick and pop with Laura. Oh.
He fades to the wing. Cunningham on Arns. He shoved him. What a game that. The freshman point guard, Cassius Winston, has fouled out, so the freshman lawyer is in. Junior Winston is fouled out. Arns.
Here comes Langford.
There he is, catch and shoot. Left it short, rebound for Sutton. Got a foul here.
Got a foul. Have to foul. Izzo screaming for someone to foul. Finally, he sees it.
1 for 2. Langford behind the back. Into the post. Ward for 21 from the line this year.
I would almost let him get the ball.
McMahon gets. That was to everybody out there in TV land. He's got
basketball. You maybe get it back to Langford on the run if you can. He should be sprinting to get it back. And now you go to the rim or pull up.
Langford, coins, corner, three. Oh. Langford fouling anybody here. He's got 4 personal fouls. It's going to be Brown in the corner fouling. McMahon, the best night he's had in the card. No timeouts left either way.
Coming. Here goes Langford.
Langford
Smart.
gets fouled there at the pro line for Michigan State. Langford didn't hit it. At last check, 24-12 Duke.
Great move by Wara. Great move.
But what if you foul and they're shooting? Can't do that. Wara.
Doesn't matter.
4-point game. Langford up ahead. That is it. Louisville.